Hi everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today I want to talk to you about you. There are so many of you out there that are where I was 6 years ago. Are you feeling afraid to take that next step towards becoming a healthier you? Are you ashamed of who you are? Are you embarrassed of who you are? Are you humiliated? Are you regretful? Are you angry? You know, many of us struggle with our health. There are so many of you out there. I hear from hundreds of you, and I want to tell you that there is hope. 6 years ago, I weighed 276 pounds. I was a size 26. I hated who I was. And I knew I needed to change my life and not only lose the weight, but what I really needed to do was get right with God. And I did. I had tried all the world's way of losing weight, such as buying into those empty diet fads where you lose the weight quickly and you only gain back the weight plus some. And that sum's not only just pounds, but that sum is humiliation, embarrassment, regret, feelings of failure. And I had to choose a different way. I had to take a different path this time, not the path of frustration, but the path of fulfillment. And what does that entail? It entailed getting right with God. And that path is a path of fulfillment. And I was almost crippled. I could hardly walk. And I knew I needed to get right with God because you know what? It wasn't about me. My body is not my own. Romans 12:1 and 2, right? Renew your mind, get right with God. But most importantly, my body is God's temple. So let's talk about you. Where are you at in your health and wellness journey? Are you afraid to take that next step only to fail again? So I wrote a book. It's called Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith. But this isn't just a book. Sure, you can buy this book and you could set it on your nightstand for it to collect dust if you don't do anything with it. But I call it a program. It's a 12-week program because it's not just something you're going to read. I make you go through and really analyze where you are at right now. Because if you don't acknowledge where you are at with your physical health and your spiritual health, then you're not going to get to the destination of being a healthier you. But not only that, you need to understand that this is a spiritual battle. This is a heart matter. It's not just an external issue of just trying to look better. It's not a temporary fix. This is a permanent fix. But what does that mean? That means you are going to have to do some work. In this program, I help you fight those feelings of fear that likes to paralyze us from moving forward and living flourishing lives. It's about renewing your mind and getting right with God. And in doing so, you develop more fruit of the Spirit in your life. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And you apply that towards your weight loss journey. I provide you with battle strategies because, again, this is a spiritual battle, right? So you have to be able to fight that battle. And I explain to you all the armor that you have to do so. You have all the tools you need to become a healthier you. And I help you get mission ready. If you don't know what your mission is, right, then how are you going to fight the battle? And so I talk about how love is the mission. You have to learn to love yourself no matter what size you are. That is the first step because you are a precious child of God. And I talk about how faith is the firm foundation, right? And that's why I called it Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith. And so some of you will buy this book and you'll read it and you're going to try to go through it as quickly as possible. And then you're not going to understand why it didn't work for you. Because honestly, this is a lifelong journey. And it's a battle, and it's one, the weight battle is something you will have to fight the rest of your life. And maybe you're not overweight. Maybe you're underweight. And you're fighting anorexia, bulimia. The same principles and the same battle strategies apply. And not only do they apply to health and wellness, these same battle strategies can be used and executed towards any spiritual battle you face. So you need to make that choice on whether or not you want to become a healthier you. And not only do you owe it to yourself, you owe it to God. Again, it's called Fighting Fat with Fearless Faith. And I hope you have a fabulous day. God bless.